Good.
this. All right, so
Don't mention anything of Marty. Don't say anything about Marty. He'll
uh,
unironically like send people after you.
all right, but pretty much I think the stream's finally started. Or it's not. Yeah, start. Okay. But
Okay.
so remember, boys and girls, do not feed the lolcows. Do not uh
Don't do anything. Just observe. It's a
just
zoo.
this is
You
a
can
yeah,
look but don't
exactly.
touch.
This is a zoo. All right. Don't don't fuck
Let
with the
the
lolcows.
caretakers let the caretakers handle them.
Yes.
They're better equipped.
They're better
Anyways,
equipped with
uh,
with the tard wrangling. So
yeah, that's true.
remember this.
So mind explain
You
to the audience what a kangaroo court is.
all right? So what kangaroo court is basically a court where you're more or less just like considered like guilty or already.
Right, right. All right,
So it's like
so it's like a witch hunt basically, as
it is.
you said earlier, before you went live, because you're an idiot, dumbhead.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, so it's basically a witch hunt, and we're going to just bring up all the nasty, bad things
Uh,
Cyraxx did, from
yes,
like lowest,
the
from
crimes. You are the prosecution. Your main goal is to like send him to jail. But the thing is, I mean, or
we
I guess,
already know.
but like the thing is, no matter what you say, you could say like Cyraxx assassinated Osama bin Laden, or like blew up the White House, and like I'd still find him guilty.
Yeah, that's true. But
But
we're gonna go
we're gonna
from the
go with
things
like the things he's actually done.
from least worst to most worst, and you as the judge are going to have to like assign a sentencing based on these crimes
Yep.
individually. Okay, so my first piece of evidence I would like to submit is Cyrax's family drives without insurance.
And now,
So
when you say family, do you mean like his grandmother?
I I would say his grandmother, yes.
All right. Um, any evidence to corroborate this statement?
So in a stream in December, Cyraxx, or was it a call? I don't remember. He talked about how his family's Kia windshield got smashed in with a brick, and they had to pay thousands of dollars because they didn't have insurance. Now, obviously, as we know, driving without insurance is illegal. And they ended up, if I remember right, they ended up switching out the Kia for a crappy Dodge minivan anyways.
All
Are
right.
you still
So,
there?
on the count
Oh,
of
okay.
driving without insurance, I find Cyrax's you know Cyrax's grandmother is also on trial too now. Guilty.
Yeah, that's true. Guilty?
Guilty.
Okay. She's
I
guilty.
have
What's
my
the sentencing?
I have my gavel of correction. All right.
If I opened up the stream, I'd probably see it. Is it the hammer you were hitting me
Yes.
with last time?
Yeah, but right now
Okay.
you're the prosecution, so you get to be fine.
Yay, I get to be fine. I don't get beat. So,
Whoa! Who told you that?
oh god, no. Bailiff whack his teeth.
I think I'm also the bailiff, because I mean, you still see the Tard Wrangler badge on me?
We should probably try and convince Cyraxx this is an actual prosecution against him. He would probably believe it. That's the best part. He
Oh
would
god.
probably believe it.
This. All right. So,
Okay,
all right.
what's the
What is your
sentencing on
next?
that?
Okay, so 5 hours at the Gooning Factory.
5 hours of figuring factory. Okay, for Cyrax's grandma?
I don't know, someone. I don't
For
care.
someone.
Just send someone there. Hell, it could be some random
Okay,
guy you just like catch off the road.
okay. So, my next piece of evidence is direct admitting, or quote unquote admitting to um, driving without a license. So, in a stream, I think it was back in late October or early November. Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
I worry that I'm just losing connection. Anyways, said on a stream, to sound cool. I highly doubt he actually did this. Um, I highly doubt he actually did this, but he he said that when he was drag racing with his friends, even though he doesn't have a license, sometimes he would take the cars out for a drive and for like drag racing because he's in the car scene, bro. Again, I highly doubt he actually did this. He's probably lying. He doesn't have any real life friends, and he's too short to reach the gas pedal on a car.
Wait, how tall, how short is Cyraxx?
He's like 4'11".
Oh, for some reason I thought he was taller than that. All right, on the
I think I
crime
said
of
like,
being a midget, guilty.
all right, what's the sentencing for being a midget?
He just walks around on stilts.
Oh, okay. And great honorable judge, what is the crime for driving and drag racing without a license?
All right, so first off, uh, for the crime of driving without a license, 30 days in the dungeon.
In the this ominous the dungeon?
Yeah, no,
What's
no.
that supposed to be?
So it's just basically regular jail cell, but like it's moldy.
Oh, it's mold. There's just
Yeah, but
mold
it's like
everywhere.
like look, this is like a fictional world where like there's no actual justice. All right,
I know.
so
I know.
like,
Yeah, because
yeah, I mean
like
you can't
Cyrax is
sue us.
he could actually exist.
Like you
Yeah,
can't
that's true.
sue like this quote unquote uh judicial
Judge,
proceeding because like first off welcome to the tower. It's like a post-apocalyptic wasteland. All right.
it's like Ghost Runner.
This is like unironically just like the post-apocalyptic wasteland. So like, screw you. All right. Um. So and the count for just overall being a dweeb.
Being a loser, being an actual failure at life. Like
Well, hold on.
he's an
We can't.
evolutionary joke.
We can't say that. We can't say that. We can't harass the
Oh,
lolcows.
that's true.
Uh, but
Okay.
uh, but like anyway, and on the account for drag racing, uh, to the femur breaker with you.
The femur breaker. Oh dear.
Yeah.
I'm glad that it's a fictional world because Cyrus is too much of a weird creature to actually exist in real life.
Yeah. No,
There's
this
no
is
way.
like. I mean, this is like set place in technically the Destiny universe.
He's a goblin. Is there goblins in the Destiny universe?
Goblins are robots.
No, he's just goblins. He's a goblin.
Now there are the fallen that sometimes walk on all six.
All six.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They got two. They got two pairs of arms, so they got four arms and two legs. So they walk on all six sometimes.
yeah,
They
he's
scurry
probably
around
that.
like rats. They'll have
Oh
like a
my
little.
god,
They'll have
yeah.
like a little secret tunnel somewhere, and they'll just pop out, attack you, die, and that's it. And they also
That's
turn invisible
Cyrax.
sometimes.
Oh no, that would be terrifying if it was Cyrax. Imagine all the things he would do if he could go invisible,
He just try to bite people.
especially little children.
Oh right. I forgot about those allegations.
Chomp, chomp.
Anyway, for the
So
for the crime of being an ankle biter, 1 hour in the ant mounds.
1 hour in the ant mouse. That sounds like hell.
Yes.
Okay, so do you want me to move on?
Yes. Please, move on.
So third off, we have the time when Cyrex came out and hit someone with a baseball bat.
Oh,
Um, yeah, this is the uh,
I forgot he
this
did that.
happened like yeah, it was a while ago, like in July, and the case got dropped. So,
What?
anyways, yeah, it got dropped. If I remember right, like the lawyers for
Who the?
Aware of Myself just like made him drop the case because the lawyers felt bad for Cyrax. Like we were all hopeful that like when this happened, like he
It's,
would either go to like jail or he would be
that
forced
that's
to do
that's
community service.
actual like prison sentence. Like that's actually like that is assault with a deadly weapon. All right, that is like that is something you get
I
like
mean,
10 years for.
that's like the thing is, it's in Ohio, and he just kept saying, "Oh, you remember how I said like he spoke over the judge?
Yes.
Yeah, that was for that case,
Oh.
and he just got away with it."
Um. Yeah. No, that's not. That's not. Anyway, for assault with a deadly weapon, I. I sentence you to 10
Did you
days.
just zone out?
What?
Did you zone out?
No, no, no. Well, like, kind of. 10 days being beat by the correcting hammer.
Correcting her.
Yeah, the hammer of correction, shall we?
The hammer of correction. Yes, we'll call that the hammer of correction.
Yes. This is the Department of
Okay.
Corrections, just the hammer. The hammer is the whole
I think
Department
it's
of
more
Correction.
effective than the actual. I think that's more effective than the actual Department of Corrections.
Don't if you uh talk shit about our obviously flawed corrections department, I will put you against the hammer of correction.
Oh God, no! Please, please, no,
Yes,
please.
but by the end of it, you'll be looking like banana pudding.
Banana pudding.
What? I mean, it
You know,
fits.
you could. I mean, yeah, that's true. It does. You could put like some banana. You could put some chocolate in there and make it chocolate banana pudding.
No, you're just gonna be a regular
Chocolate
vanilla.
banana pudding.
You're just like regular banana pudding, okay? I'm only like beating you. It's not. I'm not like actually cooking you.
I know, but it would be funny, right? Put some chocolate in there.
I'll throw the maracas in.
Okay, the maracas. I can do that.
All right. Don't you know your maracas actually have mint in them?
Mint?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, regular maracas
Since
have
when did
sand, but I have like retroactively decided that you have mint in your maracas.
like the chewing mints, like old
No, 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 no,
people
no. Like
chewing mint?
the mint in like mint ice cream.
Mint ice cream. Oh,
Yes, you have mint in your maracas.
so it's not really gonna make much of a sound. It's just gonna make like a thud because it's ice cream, right?
I mean, you're also just a fucking action figure on my desk.
Yeah, that's true. Action figure prosecution.
Look,
I am a fully and completely, utterly licensed lawyer. This is completely and 100% true,
licensing.
guys.
There's no licensing in this wasteland. This is rule of law.
That
By rule of law, it says whoever fucking has a gun, and it's me. I have a gun.
actually, on the topic of guns, did you know? Um, can't 100% confirm it, but he's once admitted to the fact that like his family had like a rifle at home. So I'm not 100% sure
Yeah,
if
no,
that's
I
really
call
really
cap.
true.
I call cap.
I mean, I think Ed might have a
Yeah,
gun.
yeah, yeah.
Like he
So
would
is
definitely.
that the stepfather in question?
Yeah, that's the stepfather that beat up Cyraxx because um he was tired of his shit. And then Cyraxx had to lie and go like, "I just got a bloody nose."
You know what? For the crime of beating up. Oh, hold on. For the crime of beating up Cyraxx, you know what? That's not even a crime. Good on you. Don't actually don't take that as actual endorsement. Don't beat your children. But
So what's next on this list of prosecution?
I don't know.
Stealing people's music. There's a if you search up his name and on his Wikipedia, there's a full list of like all the songs he's stolen and tried to pass off as his own, including a poem written by a child who was raped who was raped, and so she wrote like a poem to like experience to like I guess put her pain inside like poem format or something.
Ah.
And then Cyraxx just stole it and claimed it as his own and said he wrote it because he was dealing with being bullied. That's I mean that's kind of fucked up,
That's
right?
that's pretty fucked up because he's probably the one that would be doing. I mean, what?
I mean, yeah, that's true.
Remember the guy, Cyraxx's non-existent actual legal team. These are jokes.
We aren't any sort of like legal team, yeah.
Yeah, no, this is a shit. This is like an elaborate shit post, and I'm bored.
I mean, it's like 7 layers of irony.
Like, unironically, this is just a fucking shit post and a hobby. So, and I mean, realistically, who's gonna watch this? You know, no one's gonna watch this. All right. Anyway, so what's your next case?
Hmm. I'm thinking. Um. Okay, how about the time he thought he was hiring a hitman? Actually, yeah, because that's lower. Yeah. So he thought he would. So, Cyrax was caught talking to someone he thought was a kid, right? And then Marty, like for a little bit, pretended to be his friend and said, "With like, hey, I have the hitman on call, and they're asking me, um, so they know you want so they know you want to take out, the woman. Her name was Kate or something like that. Um, and they know you want her to be taken out. But like, if you want to make sure there's like no witnesses, like, and then Cyrax was like, "What do you mean by no witnesses?" And then Marty was like, "They're asking if you want to kill the kids if they're inside the home." And then, yeah, instead of Cyrus like outright denying it, he didn't really technically even say yes, but like with his words, he did. And he was like, "Oh, that's up to you, man. I'm not gonna pull the trigger." Well, no, let me do the voice. Well, it's not up to me. It's up to you. What's wrong with everyone? Or something like that. He was like, "I'm not gonna be the one to pull the trigger." So, what do you think about that? Are you still there?
Okay, so for the crime of fucking hiring a hitman, you get to
Well, he
share.
thought
You get to share a jail cell with Dahlia Dipolito.
it was Dahlia DiBolito.
Dahlia Dipolito's the lady who attempted to hire a hitman on her husband, and then her friend that she tried to have her help uh her get a hitman ratted on her to the police, and the police sent a cop as an undercover officer to her saying, "Hey, it'll be $25,000 or something like that to kill this guy, right? How do you want it done? Shit like that." So
Right,
then,
right.
the cops like faked like a break-in at their home and called uh the lady saying, "Hey, Mr. Dipolito, your husband has been murdered." And then she does a whole bunch of like crocodile tears and stuff. And like, this stuff I could say like I don't have to say allegedly because she actually got found guilty, so. And then so after that, right? They take her in for questioning, saying, "Hey, like, where were you?" Stuff like that. You know, and if you don't know, the police are 100% allowed to lie to you. That's like something that was taught is that like you know
You're just allowed to straight up lie.
yeah, you're like cops are allowed to lie, dude. Like straight up say
I mean,
whatever.
I guess this. I mean, it's kind of messed up, but I also like. I think it's kind of fair. Like they're people, you know.
So like
I mean, actually, well, there's some jobs where they won't lie to you or something, but I mean, like every single job lies to you. Every
yeah,
single job lies to you,
but like
and it lies to someone in some way.
there's nothing necessarily wrong or like it's not technically wrong to like lie to someone to get a confession as long as it's like not like a certain things like you can't like obviously threaten to beat the shit out of them or whatever, but like saying hey uh
You can get a reduced sentence or something like that.
yeah, so like cops don't actually have the ability to like lighten people's sentences. I mean, they can make a recommendation to the district attorney's office, but at the end of the day, it's the DA's office that actually Does it?
chooses what to do.
Yes. The DA's office, the one that says, "Hey, uh, we recommend a 5-year sentence, a 10-year sentence, whatever, right? Maximum sentence." And the judge is like, "I
I,
agree," or whatever. All right, 25 years or whatever.
okay, well, that's pretty good to know.
Yes. Cause I might just make this like a short little like series. Like next week might be like Chris Chan or something.
I mean, like Cyraxx and Christian are like the only lolcows like I have deep, intimate knowledge of.
I have like I know of a guy named Jeremy DeWitt, and he's kind of a lolcow too.
Isn't? Oh yeah, isn't Jeremy do it only use me blade?
What?
Only use me blade.
No, Jeremy DeWitt is a serial police impersonator out of Florida. He showed up on the Dr. Phil
Oh,
show.
oh, okay,
I
okay.
have.
So
He's the only lolcow I'm familiar with, like that I could actually like tell you lore about. So I guess I get to be
didn't you?
the prosecution
Yeah,
and the judge.
yeah. Anyway, so you were talking. I remember like last week you were talking to me. You said only use me blade might have died.
I heard he did. It's like he's had like death rumors in the past, but I heard
Yeah,
he died.
I mean I wouldn't be surprised, but we should probably like. Do you want to Google some confirmation right now?
No, because Google's a little iffy about it too.
Oh, okay. Because
Yeah.
when I searched it up when you told me, it gave me like the old death rumors, not the recent ones.
Yeah. So, what was I saying? All right, what's the next case?
Being into diapers.
Okay, you know what? You don't have to say anymore. Guilty. I can say whatever I want. This is my courtroom. This isn't even a real courtroom. This is just some weird newsstand in someone's attic. All right. I'm in the fucking tower for God's sake. The hangar's like right behind me. Uh, for the crime of whatever the fuck that was, um, drinking hot sauce out of only use me blades leg hole.
Awesome.
That's what I
I
sentenced him
just
to.
I just looked up only use me blade death, and I got results of someone who died meeting only use me blade or something like that.
Hmm.
Like a fan of only use me blade died. Like he was like with him or something, and he died. That's kind of messed up, bro.
Hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I don't know what like I'm just trying to think because if like tons of things he's probably done, and that I know he's done, but like they just don't come to mind aside from like all the times he's been caught talking to people he think were children,
Yeah.
you know?
I don't know if I
Yeah,
really want to, touch that one with a 10-foot yard pole.
I know. But let's just okay. So I think it's happened something like at least 4 times. So if something like that happens 4 times, what's the sentencing?
Because this is crimes against children, like realistically, like 10 years. No, they don't really go very hard on like crimes against children for some reason. Like,
It does like I'm not 100% sure, but like from what I know, is that um it's because like crimes are based on like how much of a threat you are to society, and children are like not considered the majority of society, and like it's not impossible to keep that person away from children, right?
I
Or
don't know.
well, they feel like it's not. They feel like it's not that hard to keep that person like away from children. Like the only times like that happen, like the only times people like go to prison for that, well, not prison, is I'm not 100% sure. I'm not a lawyer. It's just something I read a long time ago when they were asking about like Jared Fogle.
Yeah,
It's
generally
because they don't.
speaking, you get about 10 years for that type of stuff, which is a way too light in my personal opinion. But like, you know,
I might disconnect very quickly because uh, I'm gonna be leaving this door building.
oh,
Am I
uh,
still there?
yeah, I'm still here. I mean, yeah, you're still here.
Okay, okay, that's good. Okay, so that means the disconnection didn't happen. Anyways, Yeah, that. But like, did I ever tell you about swirl face?
About what?
Swirl face.
What is swirl face?
It's one of like the most fucked up things the Canadian government has ever like allowed to happen.
Which is?
Well, they didn't technically allow it to happen, but they didn't allow justice to be like served, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I
Oh,
don't remember
wait,
the
wait. Are you talking about the dude, the fucking sex offender that like would post photos of him doing fucked up shit, and the only way like he hid his identity was like
and
doing the swirl effect, and then like 10 years
yeah,
later, like
and
some
then
students like fucking unswirled his face and they caught him.
yeah, yeah. So did I
Yeah.
tell you about like his sentencing though?
Wasn't it like only like 10 years or something like that?
No, he was sentenced to like 5 years in because he did it a lot of in like Southeastern Asian countries, right?
Hmm.
So what he did was like, so he was caught in I think I don't remember where he was caught in one of those countries, and then he was sentenced to like 5 years in prison, which
Hmm.
is like way too short. But like all the countries like came to an agreement that like, um, they came to an agreement that like they'll just like ship him over and have him retrialed in like the other countries he did his crimes in. So then he could like basically live the rest of his life in prison, right?
So they're basically just like tossing him around or
Just
passing him
transferring. They're
around
tossing
like
him.
yeah, they're just passing him around like a blunt at a party, except it's like they're just jailed,
You know.
like prison cell to prison cell.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's
basically. But
yeah.
but the fucked up thing is after he served his like 5 years, right?
Hmm.
The Canadian government like immediately extradited him back to Canada. And but because he never did any of his crimes in Canada, right? He couldn't be trialed for like all the horrendous shit he did. The only thing he um like got in trouble for was like having a CP on his computer or something like that. And so then um they like they just sentenced him for that. And then like he was released when he finished, but then they like caught him like it was CP again and stuff like that. And so they had to like resentence him. But then I think he was released during COVID, and he has like an order to like not use the internet and stuff like that.
You know what? For this, I sentence him to being turned to dust by napalm in Vietnam, specifically during the Vietnam War. Someone, time travelers, get on this.
I'm gonna have to mute myself real quick. So keep the viewers entertained. The
There's
one
like no
viewer.
viewers. Uh, Send this man to the bungee traps, and where he shall be euthanized by via the fucking napalm. I don't know how we're gonna send him back to the Vietnam War, but someone make it happen. Anyone? No? The fuck you mean we can't time travel? You know, what was I gonna say? Something about. I know it had something to do with Cyraxx. Oh, didn't Cyraxx do that whole thing at that sleepover or whatever? I think he did something with at a sleepover with some blind dude, if I'm not mistaken. But you know what? While I am just
Yeah, he did that.
oh
He did it to blind Billy. Um,
oh
yeah, and he was raised like there was like an interview between him and Billy and like one of the like and Marty, and like Cyrus was freaking out the entire time. He was an angry guy, let me tell you.
mm.
Because Cyrax is adamant that Billy actually raped him, even though Billy, it's
Yes,
pretty clear that you know.
the most
So,
no you moment of all time, clearly.
and it's even crazier because like he it's even crazier because um blind Billy's obviously blind, but like he got expelled, and when people asked him like, oh, so if he really did it to you, why did you get expelled for it? And then he said, oh, it's because they wanted to keep me safe from him. They wanted to like keep me separated from him.
Oh.
And then he said, I and then he said, I know it's messed up, but I think it's one of the best things that ever happened to me because like I wouldn't have been able to meet like all these amazing friends I have. So, very clearly Cyraxx
Uh,
is a special kind of guy.
you know what? For that, I sentence him. All right, to an Alabama hot pocket.
What's in Alabama?
Oh, you don't know what an Alabama hot pocket is?
No, it's his stream safe.
Uh, no, no, it is not.
So could you like DM it to me
Uh, well, I mean,
or tell
obviously
me
no
after?
images, but you know what? I mean, look, I talk about sounding, so theoretically they should be okay, right?
I guess. I mean, you have 0 viewers, so like, who exactly is gonna like
Yeah.
report you?
So an Alabama hot pocket is like when you go number two in a lady's nether regions.
Oh, yeah. That kind of reminds me of an Alaskan pipeline.
So that's
Do you know what an Alaskan? Do you know what an Alaskan pipeline is?
an Alaskan pipeline.
Yeah,
Isn't that basically just going number two in a freezer, in a condom, and putting it in a freezer?
yeah. It's hilarious.
It's what do you call it? Disturbing.
It's it's terrible, terrible, terrible thing.
Oh God, someone's watching too while I'm talking about that. No, no.
Stop. Who's watching? Okay, whoever's
I don't
watching,
know who's
identify
watching, but it
yourself.
says two people are watching. So oh no.
Identify yourself.
Anyway,
Identify yourself.
anyway, all right, Mr. Prosecution. What's the next thing?
I think I went over everything
All
that
right.
like
You
I
know what?
had to.
For the crime of not bathing and just overall looking like a feral ghoul from Fallout New Vegas, I sentence you to being strapped to a bomb in Megaton. You ever play Fallout 3?
No, I have Fallout New Vegas. I need to get on that.
Oh, well, so in Fallout 3, there's a town called Megaton, and it's just built around a nuclear warhead. So I just sentence him to being strapped around that, and the lone wanderer just kind of kabooming that.
Detonates it.
Yes,
Oh wait, isn't that like the moral choice you have to make? Where it's like, do you
it's
want to detonate it
do
to make
you
the
it's
rich
like, do
people
you want to
happy?
explode a city or do you want to just not explode a city? There's not a huge moral dilemma. I mean, if you want to be like, if you're playing an asshole, sure, go ahead, right? But like, it's not like that hard of a decision. If it's that hard of a decision, you might want to be sitting in that wood chipper next to Cyraxx.
Yeah, that's true. No, but like, isn't it supposed to be like, do you want to be accepted by like the rich people, or do you
Yes,
want to like be
yes.
friends with the poor?
The rich dude just absolutely hates that guy. But
That's messed up.
you know, have you heard of the South Korean dude who tried to avoid mandatory military service by just pretending to be like retarded?
That's actually kind of based on the thought.
So if you don't know, in South Korea, right, you are by law required to like report for mandatory service.
Right.
But the thing is, you can be exempt if you're either like a professional gamer, but you gotta be like in like like top 10 like levels of like professional gamer, right? You gotta be like an what
Oh my god, they actually recognize like esports or something. That's actually
like
kind of
they recognize
sad.
esports as like being like like a professional athlete. So professional athletes actually like don't have to do mandatory service, and so like
Imagine a power
esports
lifter and like
esports
you get
are
outside.
considered a professional athlete. So if you're like the top like 10 or whatever, right? You're good. But the thing is, he's just some random like esports dude that like, he's like mid tier at best. And so he's not allowed to like skip. So they have him put like take an IQ test and he scores so like he scores so horribly that like you should be like drooling on my desk right now. All right? On how like poorly he
I mean,
scored his test. And it's like there's no way you're this dumb, right? Because like obviously you're not like a drooling mess. And so
This
like
guy's Forrest Gump.
I feel like the best way he could have avoided that and actually been that stupid is if he just like hung around Cyraxx enough, you
Yeah,
know?
no, he'll just he like steals people's life force.
Like
Like
you know,
just
like from
tough it up.
SpongeBob, that like little orb that like he just that makes you stupid.
Yeah, it was from the like Mermaid Man and
Yes,
Barnacle Boy.
yes, exactly. He just like makes you stupid, but just like that. Oh, good. One person, the person left. Oh, not good, but like the person left. So anyway,
You know, apparently you can find like SpongeBob episodes for free on YouTube.
yeah.
Like if
Uh,
you just search up the episode name, you'll just find like people just uploading videos.
hmm. So
Like
so far, what is Cyraxx going up against? He's going up against like the fucking Gooning factory. He's going up against the wood chipper. He's getting strapped to a nuclear warhead. He's being sent
he's
to
going into
Vietnam.
going to the dungeon,
Yep.
and what else? Um, Damn it, I completely forgot what else what there was to talk about.
I mean, this is gonna he's just gonna end up looking like you know those like have you ever played those video games where you like torture a wooden dummy?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it
There's
was
like
called Kick the Body.
yes, I forgot what it was called, but like there was this like there was this like mobile app slash game back in the day, like when I was like in high school, or not even high school, like I was in like middle school, right? And you could like elect. I remember sitting on the school bus going to like a what do you call it? A field trip, and I was just like torturing the crap out of that like wooden thing, right? Like I was like using Sith lightning. I was fucking like burning it and shit like that. That's what Cyraxx is gonna look with the by the end of the punishments.
Yeah, I remember when the Apple phone is like 8 or 9.
Yeah.
Did you hear about like what happened to Andrew Tate? Like his whole escape plan got like exposed by Aiden Ross.
I don't really follow about Andrew Tate, to tell you the truth. I don't. The most I know about
Me
Andrew
neither.
Tate is that like he got like arrested like twice for like suspected human trafficking, and like he also trying to remember what else. I know that isn't Sneeko like an Andrew Tate clone?
Basically,
Cause like and then there's the whole
I don't know much either. Like I don't know much either to be honest.
like all I remember about this is the time like he had that issue with like Charlie, and like people were shitting on what's his face Sneeko for like liking cuties and shit.
You know, Sneako's a cuck, right? Like an unironic cuck. Like he's
Yes,
literally
yes,
talking
I
about
know, I know what you're talking about. Yes,
it's actually insane.
actual cuckoldery behavior.
If I remember right, his sister, like news of his sister got leaked too. And what people do in this like Discord server is that they like make a regular meme, and then like halfway through is news of his sister. So like whenever he watches them, it's just news of his sister.
That's kind of fucked up. That's pretty fucked up.
Mhm.
I gotta say that's pretty fucked up, guys. But like at the same time, I don't know. I can't condone this.
You can't condone it now.
No, I mean that's also an actual crime too. But you know,
I don't know if it's news or if it's like an actual video of her getting fucked or something.
I mean it doesn't matter either way. I think it still falls under like the revenge porn laws. So
I didn't even know that was a thing.
yeah, so like if
What?
you yeah, there's laws against that shit, you know.
Fucking other people's news.
So like you can't like post people's nudes like out of malice.
Oh,
Yeah.
you know the house got banned in Texas?
What?
The orange and black site that banned him had texture.
What is that site?
Just search up website banned in Texas.
Yeah,
Not
but
on screen though.
no, but like, what is that website for?
Adult video.
What?
Adult video.
Oh. See, the only thing that I know about when it comes to sex laws in Texas is the fact that you can't own more than like I think it's like 3 or 7 sex toys in the state of Texas.
Yeah, but they don't really enforce it.
No, they don't enforce it, but it's like it's like they got like a lot of states have different like weird laws. Like in one state, you know, I believe it's like unmarried women. It's either married or unmarried women cannot go skydiving on a Sunday. It's like it's like hyper specific.
That's actually kind of messed up. Which state is that?
I don't remember which state is it illegal for unmarried women to go skydiving on, on Sunday. Florida. In the state of Florida, an unmarried woman in Florida cannot parachute on a Sunday or else she will be fined or arrested.
Land of the free, home of the brave.
Uh, let's see, 11 ridiculous sexist laws that still exist in the US. I love sexism! I mean, what? I hate...
I mean, you can say there are sexist laws, sure, but I don't think that's really a good example.
Yeah, I don't think so either, but like, it's just... It's like one of those like stupid like rage baity websites that's like, oh, this is sexist, like look at this shit, look at the fucking, you know,
Get rich, please.
they're kind of cringe.
Yeah, no lie.
Yeah, but anyway, any other crimes?
No,
Have I already sentenced Cyraxx for the crime of not bathing?
no.
All right.
What is the
Let me.
actually?
What?
You can sentence. The crime should be putting him in a big suit because that's basically how he bathes.
Uh, sentencing will be anal paraphy.
Excuse me.
What?
What is that?
It's where you wash out the person's butthole and then you put food in the butthole and then someone like eats out the butthole. It's very disgusting.
Wait, could you repeat that? Excuse me. I heard butthole. That's it.
so like preferably you clean out the butthole, all right? You put
Yeah,
food in the butthole and then you eat
that's
it.
horrible.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
I know it's horrible. But
I
you're
think
talking
some people shouldn't be allowed to
I agree with you, but
touch
like
that.
at the same time you're also talking to the guy who like half my fucking shtick is sounding.
This is what happens when we legalize gay marriage, guys.
This is what happens when the homos are unchecked. Oh god. No, but no,
When we let
this is what
them
happened. No,
into
this
our
is
streets.
no, but seriously though, this is what happens when you like have iPad kids. I feel like where like everyone just has like unfettered access to like the internet for like long ass time and don't touch grass. This is what happens, guys. Like unironically.
Yeah, he's been like an internet addict since like 2009.
I've been looking. No, I didn't really use the internet until I was like 15. To tell you the truth.
Yeah, I still find that insane.
Well, like I didn't know what Wi-Fi was until I was like 15, maybe 14.
Yeah, I'm like, what dude, that's insane.
Yeah, like growing up until I was like until I was like 14, I just all I did was like watch TV and go to school.
I mean, that's kind of blunt, I'm not gonna lie.
Cause
There are a
like
lot of good things on TV.
I want to say I'm not sure if I was allowed to actually watch TV during the week. Come to think of it, I don't remember. I know like once I started getting into gaming, I wasn't allowed to like play video games until like unless it was like Friday, Saturday, or Sunday.
Yeah, my parents did the same.
Yeah, but your parents also don't like let you fucking speak to like people online even though you're an adult now.
Yeah, that's true.
So they don't get that many like points in my book. But
I'm hungry. I love fried chicken and I think I've already said this.
I mean, would you would you get fried chicken from a gas station?
I think I would.
Cause like the reason I ask is because some gas stations in Alabama there's like midget wrestling.
Okay, so we went from fried chicken to fried chicken at gas stations, and now midget wrestling at
Yes,
gas stations.
yes. So some gas stations in Alabama apparently have midget wrestling. All right, and
Why? It's not
I,
like gas stations are gonna go out of business.
there's also gas stations in Florida that I've seen where there's just gators just sitting around. So it made me wonder. Well, you know what if like if there's ever just midgets on death row, do you think they'll just throw them to the gators in Florida?
I hope, God,
So
please.
it's like all right. So they for some reason if they ever bring back public execution, just imagine throwing gators like sorry having people wrestle in a gas station parking lot, and the winner and loser both get just set flung into a gator pit, and that's the death penalty.
I think I think Florida would bring back public executions.
You know, I feel like maybe a lot. I kind of feel like a lot less people would do dumb shit if public executions were a thing. Ah, yes, public's execution, not public execution. Just execute people at Publix.
Yeah, yeah.
You shoplift at Publix, death penalty, just straight up.
The Publix Death Squad comes to you,
Publix death squad
and they.
coming to a Publix near you.
I've actually never been to a Publix. I've been
It's
to a Kroger.
so a Publix is like a Georgia and Florida thing mainly.
I was in Georgia.
Oh. Yeah, no,
I
you could have definitely found one.
I've seen them. I've seen them, but I haven't been in one.
They're not great. They're like what do you call it? They're like they're just a convenience store. That's it. It's like have you ever been to a Winn-Dixie?
No.
No, well, it's like a Winn-Dixie if you had if you ever been to one, but like I've never been to a Kroger. And like when I was a kid, for some reason I thought Kroger and Walgreens were the same. I don't know why.
It's okay. Stuff like that always happens.
Yeah, and like
I I've been to a Walgreens.
I mean Walgreens are like pharmacies, but like
Yeah, I know.
nowadays like like every pharmacy for some reason is also a convenience store, and I don't know how I feel about it.
I think I'm okay with it because in Canada we have the Shoppers Drug Mart and they're like a pharmacy convenience store and they have like a mail office there too.
That's kind of cool, but like I don't know.
It's convenient. It's convenient.
It's
If I need to
convenient,
ship something,
but I hate that like every store has basically just become a rip-off Walmart.
I mean that means it works.
Yeah, it works, but then there's nothing interesting about it, right? Because like it's like the same reason why no one likes like a VTuber or anyone that's just a clone of somebody else. You know, like why would I watch this clone of somebody when I can watch the actual person that's they're based seeing their whole personality off? You know?
Oh, so you would HIPAA? That's a joke.
That's it. Correction hammer.
I'm sorry. Please
No, you're
no.
getting
Don't
corrected.
do
But but no, I mean,
it. Do the ooh face, you know?
what?
Like ooh you know the needs correction meme where it's like the crying emoji.
Are you talking about are you bringing up Connie?
Yes, I am.
Connie.
Ooh, it's totally
Oh,
rough.
Connie. Do I just
So
comment in my own just like YouTube chat, YouTube like live chat, just ooh, Connie? Oh god,
I mean,
I don't know if I should beat you over, just keep beating you with this fucking hammer for bringing up Connie.
type Cunny in the chat, guys.
I don't know, Banana. You could, if you actually were watching this, you could go type Connie in the chat. I don't.
I'm not going to type Cunny in the chat.
Why not type Connie in the chat?
Isn't Cunny like an act? Isn't that like a word for pedophile in Japan or something like
No,
that?
no. That is actually no. That is that's like what the fucking woke people want you to think. Cunny just means cute and funny. That's all it is.
Cute
But
and funny.
yeah, but I mean, it is meant in reference to lollies. But at the same time, lollies aren't actually like children. Lollies are just like
Oh,
lollies are just like fucking flat ass bitches. All right, who have like a childlike personality. Like
yeah,
Gar,
that's still kind of sus, dude.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
still kind of.
I agree it's weird, but like people like Garguro or like Shondo. I mean, they're lollies, but they're also
I don't
grown
know
ass
who those
women.
guys are. Oh, so they're like grown adults acting like children online.
Well, no, they're not acting like children. They just more have like, I guess you could say like a childlike personality.
Yeah, do you think that childlike personality goes over to like their actual selves?
I,
No, they're
no, I
probably
I
like,
genuinely think they are like a bit like that. They're just like kind of not morons, but like they're curious about shit. They're not necessarily going out of their way to act like children.
okay, so that's still like, then at that point it's kind of sad.
Yeah, I don't know. And then
Oh well,
sometimes it's like people whose voices are just really like, what's the word?
child,
Yeah.
child.
Like
Yeah,
these two have actually been mistaken as children in real life. That's the thing.
insane. That reminds me, in
So they're not like
on
trying to do this. That this is just kind of how they are.
Hanson's To Catch a Predator,
Hmm.
there was this decoy, and he was
Yeah.
like 19 years old,
Yeah.
and he looked 19 years old, and he had to try so hard to like convince the predator to come into the house so they could get like content.
Nice.
And he was like, he's like, are you really 13 years old? He's like, yeah, it's me and my mommy and my daddy.
Jesus
Like
Christ.
this, and he's bald. He's not bald, but he has, he has like really buzz cut short hair.
Oh.
And so you're like, no way, this guy is like actually 13.
I mean, that reminds me of the
Like,
time I nearly got 21 Jump Streeted.
what do you mean by that?
Okay,
I've never seen.
are you familiar with the 21 Jump Street movie?
I literally just said I've never seen
Oh,
it.
well, so basically, what it is a bunch of two cops, I believe, are like forced to go undercover as like high schoolers.
And then what?
I don't know. I didn't actually watch the movie either. That's just like the premise. And like I kind of
So how did you almost get 21 Jump Street?
so what? Okay, I'll tell you this because I don't want to talk about my actual work life on stream.
Oh, okay. So are you gonna end the stream now, or?
No, no, no. I mean, it's actually like almost 8. So I mean, what are you thinking?
Yeah, I'm okay with ending the
All right.
stream. Like at this point, I
Remember,
mean, we've
guys,
kind of gone here for saying.
don't get groomed. Don't groom people. Don't feed the lolcows. Don't poke the lolcows. Don't add to the population. Don't subtract from the population. And that concludes the safety briefing. You know what? Cyraxx is guilty of all counts. I don't remember what all the punishments were that I put on it, but you know what? Fuck it.
Add more. Yeah,
Add
it's done.
more. Whatever you guys think of, just imagine he's serving out that sentence. If you decide I'm gonna throw meatballs at him for a week, just imagine yourself throwing meatballs at him for a week. I don't know.
Oh, that reminds me. What? There was another crime Eric committed against humanity.
What
A pepperoni.
the fuck you talking about?
The did the dirty with like a piece of pepperoni.
Look, wait. Like, like a tube of pepperoni?
I think it was just a pepperoni pizza place, if I remember right.
How?
I'm not sure.
Because like what am I imagining is so you know how like pepperoni comes in like a tube, or not a
A
tube, but like
tube, yeah.
yeah, and like I'm imagining he gets like a knife or like one of those ice cream scoopers and scoops out the inside and shoves his dick in it, right? I, but it's like because people do that with pineapples, from what I heard,
Watermelon.
and watermelons too. Oh my god, that reminds me. Have you ever seen the thing about like the dude who fucked a watermelon and like he felt so disgusted by his actions, he just buried the watermelon in his
Yeah.
backyard and and like his family starts eating the watermelons. He's like, "Hey, why don't you want the watermelons?" He's like he can't explain that he came in a watermelon and is now like fucking eating his family's eating like what was actually like
Like, they,
made from his
they
cum.
ate the watermelon.
They
They ate the
they ate the
watermelon.
cum watermelons.
It's horrible, horrible.
Well, okay, so like they didn't eat the watermelon, they ate the watermelon that grew from the seeds.
Oh, okay, then that's perfectly fine.
Yeah, but like that's still gonna be awkward. Just can you imagine like your dad asks you if you want some watermelon that was grown in the backyard, but you know that you came in the watermelon that eventually grew. Uh,
Yeah, it's awkward, but like I don't
that's
think
awkward as fuck.
it's awkward, but I don't think it's gross.
You know, I don't know. I don't condone the fucking of watermelons, but also I don't condone fucking Pringle cans and sponges.
Yeah, and the elastic gloves.
Yes. Don't forget no, don't forget about the latex or nitrile gloves for you people that are allergic to latex. You know. All right, I'm taking you away from the correction corner. I'm putting you back on the on my pen
Is
pad.
stream over?
Hold on. Okay, now I'm end. Let me actually end it. All right. Don't add or